Did you know there is about, prison populations have exploded by 500% over the last several decades. And, and prisons spend more than $10 billion annually on state prisons, while few prisoners are rehabilitated and most end up reoffending after being released. After being released. As of September 2015, 30,000 individuals would be considered for probation considerations, and about 7,500 inmates would be affected by probation considerations within Proposition 57. Proposition 57 not only allows early release of probation for prisoners, but it is supposed to reduce prison populations. It is supposed to reduce prison populations. It's not, although it reduces prison populations, it is not a get out of jail free card. In this speech, I will talk about three main ideas. The first, how the inmate release would work. Second, about how it would also affect the juvenile system. And third, I will discuss the fiscal impacts Proposition 57 would have. Proposition 57, according to Ballotpedia, convicts any felon, gives a chance that any individual convicted of a nonviolent offense the option of getting released early by allowing them to earn good credits. In prison, you'd earn good credits by your behavior. The more good behavior you show, the earlier release you'd be able to get. Proposition 57 is intended to release early, but only on good probation and good efforts. It would also affect the juvenile system. It would not only affect juveniles, but it would reverse Proposition 21 that states that gave prosecutors rather than judges the authority to convict felons of juveniles of non-criminal crimes. It would Proposition 57 allows juveniles to not only be considered for early release, but it allows them to get prosecuted to not give prosecutors the option and gives judges the option. It allows them to only seek transfer hearings for individuals or juveniles that committed crimes, severe crimes such as murder, robbery, or burglary while they were 14 or 15, or convicted of felony while they were 16 or 17, which means now prosecutors won't have the only option, judges will have the option over prosecutors. Prosecutors are not the ones that decide whether a juvenile is considered juvenile is considered or tried as an adult in court. The fiscal impact Proposition 57 would be that it is estimated, depends on how prisons are well implemented on it, they would be in the tens of billions of dollars annually by reducing wasteful spendings on prisons, not only by the not only by the not only by
You're fine, you're almost there.
I knew this before I got it. So Proposition 57 allows prisoners to be considered
Just go into your conclusion, you got 30 seconds left. So today,
Okay, so today, according to Proposition 57, it would allow inmates to not only be considered for early release based on their good behavior, but it would also affect juveniles and how they are affected by the probation, and that they would no longer be tried by prosecutors, but they would be tried by judges. And the fiscal impact on proposition would give inmates, the fiscal will make okay, well, basically Proposition 57 is designed to reduce prison populations by allowing criminals not only to get lower sentences and probations, but it would expect juveniles as they would not get tried by prosecutors but judges, and fiscal impacts would amount in tens of millions depending on how it is annually transmitted through every prison.